Hello everybody and welcome back. We're coming to this SubZero V15 vintage tweed. There's been a number of comments that, well, there's been 2 comments, asking to listen to this through different speakers. Yeah, as I said in the last video, if you haven't watched that, I'll put the link there, or there, somewhere in the description probably. We're going to try it today through a 1x12 cabinet. And the 212 from the Peavey ValveKing that I have. There's a couple of things that I want to make clear at the beginning. This isn't going to be scientifically accurate, if you will. It's more of creating an impression, of giving you an impression of how it sounds. Now, if you remember in the last video, we upgraded the speaker in this to Celestion 815. And I was quite pleasantly surprised with the results. I have to say that I'm not really sure that there's going to be such a big difference. I mean, of course, it's going to be a bit louder because no matter how you put it, a 112 is going to move more air than a 1.8, and a 212 is going to move even more. So there's going to be a bit of loudness. I'm not sure you're going to get that through the recording, but here in the room probably is going to be a bit louder. So that's the 112 that we're going to use. It's made out of teak wood. It has Celestion G12M, I believe it's called, a Creamback. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. It's quite a powerful speaker. It's a 65 watts, 8-ohm speaker. And the other one's it's the 212 cabinet of the Peavey ValveKing. It's a 100 watts combo. I have no idea what speakers it has in because Peavey brands them with, you know, they're called ValveKing. I have no idea what kind of speakers those are. I'm assuming it's gonna be something a bit more American voiced. If you're curious, in order to connect the amplifier to an external speaker, obviously this one is a combo, right? So it doesn't have an external speaker jack, but no problems. We can just take a jack and connect it to the speaker outputs. We just have to be careful of matching the impedance. Luckily, all these cabinets are 8 ohm, so it should be we should be okay. Now, it's not as critical for a solid state amp like this to match the impedance. So if there is an impedance mismatch, it's going to handle it quite well because of the way that Class D output sections are different from tube output sections that use transformers and reflected impedances and blah blah blah, a lot of math. Cool, but then let's just go ahead and listen to it. All right, now we're back with the casino, and yeah, let's play something. It still sounds boxy, like very mid pronounced. You can imagine like it's louder. It's playing through a 212. It's very, very, very pokey and mid-focused. Let's adjust the EQ a bit. So we've given it a bit of bass, mid. Let's scoop the mids a bit, and let's set the highs to more of the clean channel because, as we've established earlier, the drive on this is bleh. Okay, this is a bit better. Scooped mids. let's loop something and let's try to see what we can do. Alright, that's enough of that. Yeah, I'm not impressed, man. I'm not impressed. It basically just sounds the same. I'm starting to believe that it has like one tone. It's like, it's not a very flexible amp, you know, like there's others where you adjust the knobs and everything and you go through a wide range of tones, right? Like, but there's not much purchase, as it were, on any of those. It's still kind of mid-focused. It's like almost like you have a tube screamer without the benefit of the screaming. It's just like it's like this. It seems to be like this. Nasal. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's try another one. Now we're with the Celestion. I'm expecting a bit of difference because the cabinet is quite different. It's a bit warmer, it's a bit fuller, and the speaker in itself has a lot of range. It's a nice speaker, this Creamback. All right, let's try to see the loop. Already I'm hearing a bunch more. Yeah, there's a big difference, but it's kind of like on the edge, as in like it won't. Since you know what, I'm not sure that any of these big speakers do anything, but we'll take it in the conclusions. Yeah. So this speaker and this cabinet, they have a lot of low end. It's a bit boomy, not overly so. There's a lower mid sort of emphasis with this cabinet, but I think it pairs nicely with the speaker. With that being said, I'm not hearing this amp producing any of that, like. Yeah, I think the best results are with the original cab. Yeah, let's try to hear it with the original cab. We got the thing here, mic'd just the same way as the other one. Let's start the loop. Yeah, I can definitely hear like it's smaller. I don't know if that makes sense, it's just smaller sound. Yeah, so in conclusion, I think that like this amp has a very mid-pronounced voicing. It's not, it doesn't have a lot of low end. It has a bit of high end. There's because it's meant to work with a small speaker. Remember, it came originally with a 6.5 inch or 6 inch. Something. It was a very tiny speaker, right? And it's in a tiny cabinet. The cabinet itself is closed back. The one that it comes with, it's a closed back cab, and it has a bunch of holes here. I wouldn't call them ports, but they're like they hint at the idea of ports. They let a bit of air out. So I think because of that, it pairs well with this 8 inch. I mean, I don't know, it's just, it's tame, it's nice. Through the bigger cabinets, through the 212 I wasn't impressed. Not at all. I mean, it was just like, it was very aggressive, very, very, very aggressive, right? You would expect to have, for those speakers, I would expect to have like a more mid-scooped type of amp, more like a Fendery thing. I don't know. Whereas the 112 sounded the best of the big speakers. It sounded much better than the 212. However, it was a bit too much. It doesn't, in my mind, it doesn't make sense to try to put something that's so specific, so designed to have such a specific sound through such a cabinet. I don't know. I would be interested to hearing it like with a 110. I don't have one of those, but I don't imagine that there's gonna be a big difference. All of this, however, you should take it with a grain of salt because the speaker and the cabinet construction have a big influence on the kind of sound, and it's very important when choosing an amplifier is to pair the correct type of speaker with the voicing of the amp. I don't think these are correct pairings. Yeah, it's gonna be louder, it's gonna be boomier, it's gonna have a bigger sound, but like, why? It's just, this is I think this speaker that we have right now, the 8-inch Celestion, is better. It's the best pairing. It's better than the 6.5 that came with it, and it's by no means as harsh and aggressive as these other ones. I don't know. That was my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. What you guys think in the comments, and yeah, give it a like, subscribe, because a lot of you aren't subscribed, and it really helps. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching. I hope this was entertaining. Have a good day or night, depending on the rotation of your location. Because this is what we were trying to do, right? We're just trying to, just for fun, let's see how it sounds.